What's going on, guys? Team Mart here, and today I've got some very exciting information for you guys. I believe I may have found some evidence of the ballistic knife returning in Black Ops 3. So up until this point, the only knives you know about in this game are the combat knife and the throwing knife. The throwing knife works like it's always worked. The combat knife is now a secondary weapon you can choose to equip with a created class point. Now, there's been no mention of the ballistic knife up until this point, but I do believe that I spotted it in the single player trailer that came out yesterday. So it was during this scene right here, and at first you just think like, oh, this guy's pulling out a knife and walking slowly towards this guy. He's about to, stab him or whatever. But if you kind of slow it down and take a little bit closer look, this is by no means the combat knife that we've seen before. Like, look at these two images side by side. It's absolutely not the combat knife. So this guy has some sort of special knife. And I was like, that kind of looks like the ballistic knife. So I pulled up a Black Ops 2 ballistic knife and check out the way that this thing looks. Look at the markings on the blade. That's exactly the same. It's literally the exact same looking blade there. So that was kind of a little tell there. And then I was like, wow, is there anything else we can find? And so I backed it up a little bit, and right when he pulls it out, like that's what she said, but it's super blurry, so you can't really see too many details. But right here, you actually can see a little bit of the handle of the knife. Like, you can't see the blade very well, but you can kind of see the handle. And you guys can see if I highlight it, that looks very similar to the handle on the ballistic knife from Black Ops 2. So I don't know, like this looks like a ballistic knife, honestly. Like I'm pretty sure that this confirms the ballistic knife. It doesn't confirm just how much the ballistic knife is in the game. So obviously, in previous Call of Duty campaigns, we have had things in the campaign like weapons and equipment and stuff like that that weren't available in the multiplayer. So the ballistic knife could be just a campaign-only option, which I'd be kind of disappointed if that was the case. Another option they have is that it could be just for party game modes. Like maybe if you have gun game, maybe it's still like the last thing that you get to kill with in gun game. That'd be an option. That's probably a pretty good guess, honestly. Now the third option is it could be in full-blown multiplayer. We haven't heard anything about it yet, but it could potentially be in full-blown multiplayer. And I was trying to think, like, would that make sense though? Because there's already a combat knife you have to spend a point on, so why would you spend a point on the ballistic knife? Like, if you have a ballistic knife versus a combat knife, what's going to differentiate them? Like, isn't the ballistic knife just a combat knife except you can shoot it at longer distances? So why would you ever use the combat knife? And then I was thinking, well, they could change it to where the combat knife, you obviously can't shoot it, but it's got a little bit more lunge and it doesn't take quite as long to, actually kill somebody with it. Maybe the ballistic knife, you have to literally be on top of them and there's no lunge at all, but then you can shoot it. So, I don't know. There's a million different options of what this could mean. I do believe this is a ballistic knife in this trailer. Whether or not it's in multiplayer is unconfirmed at this point, but I really would like to see it, return because it was a lot of fun to use in the previous game. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Bunch of great videos coming soon. Check out these two videos if you haven't seen yet. Peace out, guys.